guys, how's it going? Hopefully you can hear me. I am still doing this on my phone because it is like easier to just start it on there. Of course, Mitzi decides that she wants to drink water right now. Anyway, so this is gonna be another one of those like one take situations. If you haven't been to my channel yet, hi, my name's Madison. If there's something loud right there, it's boiling water because I'm gonna show you guys how to make a pasta dish that I've been making a lot lately. It's very easy, very quick, and very inexpensive, which is perfect for right now. So yeah, so that's boiling, so I'm gonna go ahead and salt that water and we're gonna get started. So my two favorite pastas to use for this are linguine. That's what I'm gonna use today. And this is just for me for right now. So I'm gonna use like half of what I have in here. Yeah. So like this much linguine. I know it seems crazy. No, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. Cool. And the box instructions for this say 10 to 11 minutes. I'm gonna do 9 minutes because it's gonna finish cooking in the sauce. And this is just linguine that I got at Walmart. You can really use any pasta that you like. I just think it works really well with this one. And then I also have over here some orecchiette, which is another one that works really well with this. But yeah, so I'm just gonna make sure that this has really started moving around. Cool. So these are the tomatoes that I like to use. They're called Lip Smackin' from, and I also got these from Walmart. I'm just gonna wash them. I'm gonna use all of them. So those are just hanging out in some water. And then I'm gonna put my heat on like a medium high. There's like dry pasta in this pan now. And I like to use a nonstick pan for this because I think it's easier. But if you like cooking in a pan that's not nonstick, be my guest. And then you just want to make sure that it's actually hot before you put the oil in here. This is my favorite olive oil. I'm actually going to use it for the end because it has a really nice flavor. And then I'm going to probably use 3 tablespoons of olive oil in here. I definitely have a lot of tomatoes. And the reason I have this right here is because I'm actually going to use it for the tomatoes in just a minute. This is kind of crucial to this recipe. It's like a splash guard because there's so much olive oil in it that like it will like get everywhere. Especially since the tomatoes are wet whenever I put them in there. Anyways, so most of the time whenever I'm making this, I actually do like 8 tomatoes or so. Sometimes I cut them in half, sometimes I don't. Your oil is ready whenever it moves freely in the pan and easily. And honestly, I probably could have waited 1 more minute to put them in there, because there should be a sizzle whenever you do it, but it's fine. It's not going to hurt anything. Cool. So like I said, the heat right now is at like a medium high, and I'm just waiting for things to start sizzling. So this is what it's doing right now. It's just sizzling a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this lid on here and just wait for it to do its thing. And it just takes like a couple minutes for them to pop open. And then in my mortar and pestle right here, I actually have some basil, oregano, salt, and pepper all ground up in here. You can't really see it that well because of the light. And I'm gonna use this. This is part of what I used the other day whenever I made this. I've literally been making this so much lately, and it's just delicious. So once I start hearing them kind of like pop like that, I go ahead and put it on like medium low, like right after medium towards the low side. Anyways, they have been protesting in Austin, so the FedEx office that I work at is inside of a Walmart, so they closed that Walmart today at 5. And we usually close at 6 at that FedEx office right now because of COVID. And we had to leave at 5, like with the rest of them. I just feel bad for them because like there was a lot of people going there like to shop at 5 when I was leaving, and it's like they're not letting anyone in, and they didn't announce it because they didn't want them to be like, they didn't want to ambush. So it's pretty crazy. But I'm pretty sure all the employees are going to get yelled at, so that's going to be interesting. Poor babies. Anyway, so I just use tongs to pick this up because it gets really, really hot on that. And then I just end up taking it off the heat for a second, and then I just squish these. I don't know if you can see that. So I just squish them with the tongs. And sometimes, like, it helps if you get, like, a whole bunch of them and squish them together. But yeah, usually the skin will just, like, kind of pop on its own. Cool, so I'm gonna let that cook together for a little bit longer. And I actually am gonna go ahead and add these spices. Just put whatever you think. I mean, honestly, this isn't even like that much spices. And then this is like, I don't know, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, maybe. I'm using the Hawaiian sea salt. I'm gonna put some onion powder in here. There's not really that much left in that container. And some lemon pepper. I just like to put like a little bit of stuff, like a little bit of a lot of stuff. And it'll all just add like a small amount of flavor. Because the tomatoes, like by themselves, like they have their own flavor. So they don't need that much. In my opinion, you can add whatever you want. But I just wanted to keep it nice and simple. Ugh, this tomato does not want to burst. And I just have 1 more minute on my pasta. I'm also just grabbing a garlic clove to grate in this. Completely optional. And now this is on a lower heat and it's got those tomato juices. It's not like splashing everywhere now because it's becoming an emulsified sauce. I also like to put basil in it, like fresh basil, to finish. But I don't have any right now. And that's okay. It's not the end of the world. I'm trying to open up this garlic. For some reason these garlic have been like very difficult. So that's just the pasta timer, which it's fine that it's kind of going off early because we do have that extra time. Cool. Okay, so if you don't have a microplane, you need one. Oops, didn't mean to drop that in there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and grate this in. Just don't grate your fingers off. Cool, and then I'm just gonna mix that around just a little. Kind of break up the tomatoes, get that raw garlic taste out. But it's kind of nice for it to be a little bit spicy. Like the more you cook out the garlic, the more like it's gonna be more sweet, and the less you do it, it's more like a spicy taste. Especially depending on like what kind of garlic you have. This one's really spicy, I can smell it. Cool. And then you're just gonna turn off the heat for the pasta, bring it over, and I'm just gonna put this here. I'm trying to make it where you guys can see what I'm doing. So all I'm doing is just grabbing the pasta. My heat is still on for the tomatoes. And it's good that the pasta water is getting in here. You don't want like all of it, you just want it to kind of drip like this. Like I'm kind of haphazardly putting these noodles in here. I'm gonna see if I can get you guys a little closer here. Okay, I'm still using a mirror to see you guys, so anyway, so you just do some tossing here and it's gonna continue to emulsify the tomato and olive oil. And now I have enough so I can take it to work tomorrow as well. Like I said, that little bit of pasta that I had at the beginning was perfect. So it has enough heat now, I can go ahead and turn it off. So this is what we have. Nice and simple. Let me plate it up for you guys. Kilo. Ah. Cool. I love that you can't like really see me. Whatever. I wish there was like a lock on this so that it was like that. I wonder if I can like put something right here. Everybody's gonna see this and be like, bye. Okay. Cool, okay. Anyway, so I'm just grabbing like kind of a medium-sized bowl. And I'm gonna go ahead and get a portion of this. And honestly, like I really didn't mess with tomatoes like that much, and then for some reason, like in March, I like really started eating them, and I have no idea why. Absolutely no idea. And then I'm just gonna top with a little salt. And then the next thing is optional, but honestly, it's really good, so you should try it. So it's feta. Do not get the low fat one. For some reason it tastes like yogurt and it is disgusting in this. And then you just break it up into the pasta. I've also done this with like fresh mozzarella. It's really good as well, but you can use any cheese that you like. So it's just like this. But yeah, you can use any cheese that you'd like to. And I'm also just gonna put a little bit of this olive oil on here, just a little. It adds like such a nice flavor. I usually get this at Marshall's. They didn't have it the last time that I went, but I'm sure they'll have it again at some point. I honestly don't know. Yeah, here they are. Super good. Let me turn you guys really quick so I can see better. I just need to like scoot away a little bit. Oh, I bet I can like angle it. There we go. Does that work? Yes. Sorry guys, I'm still like kind of learning, and honestly, if you made it this far, you probably don't care. But yeah, it's crazy how simple this is, but how good it is just ridiculous. I had to use my actual towel. But yeah, this with some torn basil on top, so good. And the cheese just kind of like further emulsifies in the sauce and it gets nice and creamy. Alright, so I've been watching Avatar: The Last Airbender again on Netflix, binging it. I watched it from noon to 9 p.m. yesterday. So I'm going to go and do that. Thank you so much if you got this far. I appreciate it. Go ahead and like this video if you liked it. Comment your thoughts down below. And make this, like I said, it's so easy. I was able to do this like pretty much in one take. It is so great. So freaking easy. Like this whole thing, like each of these meals, I mean, it's probably like $3 or something, maybe. Like it's not even that much, because there's like the feta is like, I think it's like $3, the pasta is like $1, the tomatoes are like $2.30, so I mean it's probably like 50 cents or something. Anyways, thanks so much for being here, guys, and yeah, have a great one. I'll see you in the next one.